Real estate price increase. Is it due to property appreciation or it's just inflation talking? So how do we know? By the way, when you check in the comment section or the description, we're going to drop links to the videos we made on 4 best times to buy real estate and also off-plan properties. So if you want to know the best time to maximize returns on real estate, the best times to buy, you need to click on those links and see those videos. Back to the topic at hand, real estate price increase. Is it due to inflation or it is actually appreciating in value? Like my elders say, it is only the young ones that call everything vegetable. They do not know the difference between vegetable and charm. It is not all real estate that you buy. There are some properties you buy 10 years later, you are still regretting buying those properties. Let's dive into it. I'll give us some few illustrations to help us understand these facts. Illustration 1. Malam Sani heard of a juicy pre-launch offer. An estate was selling along Abijo axis at a pre-launch price of 15 million naira per plot. And this offer was only going to run for 1 week. Now, on the very last day of this pre-launch offer, Malam Sani quickly made an initial deposit of 5 million naira to secure his plot. Immediately after making that payment of 5 million naira, the next day, the price increased from 15 million naira to 25 million naira per plot in that estate. Gentlemen, this is a clear example of an original property appreciation. This is not the case of inflation. This is pure property appreciation. He has not even finished paying for his plot. He only made an initial deposit of 5 million naira. And his property is already valued at 25 million naira. That's why you need to know, you need to be calculative, you need to know when to invest. Remember the video we made on the 4 best times to buy real estate? This is one of the examples. You buy at the pre-launch price. Scenario 2. Ogajide heard that a certain past governor was going to move the Mile 12 market from Mile 12 to a certain part of Lagos. The news was spreading around that governor was going to move Mile 12 market to a certain part of Lagos. And so people were rushing to that place. Real estate companies, individuals were rushing there to buy real estate, to buy land in bulk. And Mr. Jide, being a proactive investor, he also bought land in that location. He bought the land for 1 million naira per plot. Now, 4 or 5 years later, even after that governor left office, Mile 12 market is still in Mile 12. No more talk about moving Mile 12 market to. You can see that there's already a problem. And now Mr. Jide is fed up. He cannot hold his property anymore. He has told his marketer, he has told his lawyer to put up that property for sale. He bought the property 1 million naira 4 or 5 years ago. And now he's trying to sell it for 2 million naira. Even with that 2 million naira, he's struggling to get people to buy it. The best he is getting are offers of 1.5 million naira or thereabout. He cannot even secure 2 million naira for that 1 million naira property that he bought. Why? Because nothing is happening in that location. You need to know locations. You need to be sure of where you are buying from. So Mr. Jide now bought that property hoping that it will appreciate. Once Mile 12 market is moved to that location, his property will appreciate in value. But the market did not come. So when Mr. Jide calculates the value of, when we talk about time value of money, the value his 1 million naira was able to get him 4 or 5 years ago, and the value of that same 1 million naira now, it is not the same. In fact, the 2 million naira is even lesser in value than the 1 million naira he bought that land 4 or 5 years ago. Now we can see a clear illustration of price increase due to inflation. The properties in that area that people bought thinking my 12 market is going there, and the market did not come. Even though the price is increasing slowly, even years after buying those properties, the price has increased a bit. You can see that that is because of inflation, not because those properties are actually appreciating in value. Check the value of the money they bought it donkeys years ago, and then check the value of the money they are selling it now, which is higher. Mrs. Lois, a mid-level executive at a multinational organization, decided to move from her current location, Aja, to the main Lekki axis. So she was looking forward to doing that, and luckily for her, she came across a realtor who introduced her to an off-plan property selling at the Lekki axis Lekki quarter axis for 50 million naira. And there was not a single brick or mortar on that project. It was only the plan that was available, 50 million naira. She thought about it and made a commitment with 10 million naira. And within the space of 6 months to 1 year, the project had already kickstarted and they had progressed a great deal. Now we know with Offplan Properties, the more the project progresses, that is how the price will keep on increasing. Much later, the project got to the roofing level and even the finishing, at which point the value was already 100 million naira just within the space of 16 months. She told her colleague about it, she developed interest, but at that point, even if Mrs. Lois decided to sell her own property to her colleague, the property was already 100 million naira. If she decided to sell it for 80 or even 70 million naira, it was still a profit for her, because within the space of 16 to 18 months, she had already made minimum 20 million naira returns on her investment. This is real example of property appreciation, especially with Offplan Properties. The more the project progresses, the higher the price. Now when their project was completed, 100% completed, it was selling for 120 million naira. In fact, it was already sold out before the project was completed. Think about it.